I am in Germany and by the city of Bonn, which is right behind me, and not very far, about 30 minutes by car, is Cologne. And I was wandering over here and I wanted to visit a castle which is by this mountain right over there. And now I just found this monument to Richard Wagner, and this is a monument also for the Circle of the Nibelungs. But I'm not here to talk about opera, about music. I'm here now to talk about what happened with one of the most famous written books or articles that Wagner wrote. It's one about against the Jewish music. He was criticizing several Jewish authors, and many of them even out of the music. I mean, he was very critical with the Jewish people. But I had to say that at the end of his life in 1840, he had a very strong and good friendship with a Jewish in Paris. And he said at the end of his life that was one of the best friendships that he had in his entire life. So as you can see, many people say that he was mostly an opportunist, trying to call the attention upon him with these provocative texts, but he wasn't really mean against the Jewish, despite that he was against somehow in those writings. So I'm not trying to justify that. As I say, my wife, she's a Jewish, so, and the Shoah has any excuse, no excuse at all. So I'm just against, absolutely. But I have to say that what he wrote, I'm sure that he never thought that someone else will take it years later and push it forward up to the extermination of the Jewish, to the Shoah. We have to think that he died 6 years before Adolf Hitler was born. And many people think that he was one of the strongest influences in Adolf Hitler. But many people, they discuss this. He actually wasn't that mean. He didn't actually mean to kill all the Jewish. The point is that either if he was someone that wanted to provoke people in order to call the attention to become more popular for his music, I am sure that he never thought that all the things would come afterwards, thanks to what he said in part. And that made me think, for instance, about Judah, the apostle. He sold Jesus for a few coins, not to kill him, but to push him to claim the kingdom of Jerusalem, of Judah. But it didn't turn out as he expected. My thought is, what do we say when we share our opinion to others? If you are very critic, probably you are going to inspire other people in other ways that they will even go further or even to a worst point that you arrived. But if you focus yourself in the positive things, as the Apostle Paul says, if there is anything worthy of worship, admiration, praise, think on that. That's what we should say, that's what we should discuss. So when you are going to share your opinion about other denominations, other faiths, other people, and if it's not going to be very constructive, or if it's not going to be constructive at all, please be quiet, because there maybe will be someone else who will take that opinion upon you and will push it forward to places that we did never even think about. Be positive.